I wanted to come to the shoreline, and often on the shoreline you'll have a bunch of little small bass cruising around on the shoreline. I want to test a new lure, and it's not a new bass lure, but I'm using it for bass. It's usually used for saltwater fish, and it's kind of styled like the Ned rig, if you're familiar with that. It's a little shrimp. The one problem with it is the exposed hook can snag up on anything just about, but it kind of, you got the Ned rig type hook set up in lead where it sets up like this. You got that little tail rocking back and forth. And these little small bass, these little 1.5 pound bass are biting this thing. And I'm almost sorry I didn't bring my boat, because out there I've got a spot where there are bigger bass, and I would like to have tried it on it, but I need to buy more than what I've got, because I can tell that if it gets around a stump, I may end up losing it. So that's the only downside. I got to figure out get something to make it a little more weedless. But that's what I'm trying. Got a lot of good action in the water, and they like that. All it is, look at that little saltwater shrimp. I call it a crawfish without pinchers. Very interesting. Yes, sir. I can't wait it's going to be interesting putting my boat in. I've got a place out there that I fish often when I put in my boat, and I didn't bring my boat, like I said. I was testing today, but it's a sandy area, and I've caught fish more than once off that sandy area, a lot, larger than that. Like I said, I'm just easing around the edge, testing this lure out. This is I think you call this a VUDU, voodoo, I guess is pronounced. I'm not real crazy about that name, but I'm impressed with it catching the little ones. But I'm going to have to try some of these areas where I know there's better quality fish and try it with them. Like I said, this is just a test job, and that's the type of lead it's got. It's like I said, it's got the Ned rig to it. So you guys try it out. This is get a better look here. That's the particular color that I'm using. So give it a shot. This one here, he swallowed it. I'm telling you, he wanted that. He's a little fella, but he wanted it. See them little ones biting it? If the little ones are biting it, then I know the larger ones are going to want it. I just know that. I just really wish I had brought my boat now. This thing is really, I mean, it's a saltwater rig. It's made for redfish and stuff like that. Not really for bass. They didn't design it for bass, but it'll do the job. This is what I'm using right here. It is, I guess you pronounce that Voodoo, V-U-D-U, Voodoo shrimp. Right there, that's it. Now, I don't know where all you can pick that up at, and they got other companies that make something similar to that also. And I picked this up. In South Carolina, we got something called PSA, Palmetto State Armory. And one of them, at least I know one of them, I've been to several of them. One of them has almost like a little small miniature Bass Pro Shop in one section. It's got tremendous amount of lures. And you might can pick it up at Walmart or anywhere, I don't know. And don't give me too hard of a time. I know there was little peanut bass, walking around the edge, picking them up. But like I said, the day was test day. The day was test day for this to see if it actually would catch fish. So, and you saw where it did catch fish. Now, let me show you how I was using this thing, and it's supposed to stand straight up like that. And I was not using it. I usually hop a worm, but I found out that you throw it out, let it sit, and barely move it. Just barely pull it along like that there. And it's going to be standing up like that there, and you're barely going to be pulling it along, and kind of like that. So that seemed to entice the little fellows to bite. So I'm looking forward to trying to entice some of the big guys to bite. So thank you for watching.